So welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom, and my first battle using the SAGA Age of Magic rules featured a couple of videos about my composition of my army, building up the mythical Greek army that I'm planning to use, at least initially, playing the Great Kingdoms faction within these rules. I wouldn't say I'm exactly a very experienced Saga player. I've played a few games. I really enjoy the system. I think it's great fun. It takes a lot of thinking, but I was really excited when the Magic rules came out, because if I'm honest, I don't really play being honest, I don't play fantasy very much. In fact, I don't think I've ever really played much fantasy in my entire, I don't know, 30, 40, probably, actually, God, how many years I've been wargaming? 40 plus years probably. I don't think I've really done more than a dozen fantasy games in all that time, so it's a bit I kind of feel I missed out on. But at the same token, I didn't really want to go full ham into something, because I don't like those Games Workshop rules that they keep coming out with and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, it just seemed a really good opportunity to try out a system I really like, Saga, and to do Age of Magic. So before I get going, you'll see in the battle, and you'll see from the work in progress on my army, I was talking about my faction and what I was planning to do with my army. Couple of snafus. So when I actually got round to reading the army list properly in the book, good idea to do that first, Dom. The Great Kingdoms list can only have one lot of creatures. I was originally planning to take two, so I had to choose to take only one. I also saw a couple of videos online where people were talking about the different armies. In fact, mainly it was, was it Wilco Warrior? The guy who does Thor's Day videos, the one who does every Thursday, does a series of videos on Saga, and he was talking about factions and said the strength of the Great Kingdoms is their heroes. And when I started to look at the list, I thought, yeah, he's dead right, that's exactly what they're good at. So I decided to, with the point that I would have used for creatures, I took another Hearthguard unit, cut that in half, or got rid of two of the figures, to take a paladin instead, and made the Hearthguard unit a 6-man unit. As it was, didn't play any part in the battle, but the hero certainly did. And what else? Oh yeah, we were playing the game, and you may see it. Initially, I had this theory in my one of my warrior blocks would be a sort of peltast unit with javelins, because it kind of fitted the idea I had of having ship sort of crew members from the ships that the Greeks would have been in, to have javelins and be more lightly armoured than the hoplites. However, Alec quite rightly pointed out that the army lists don't allow my warriors to have anything other than just melee weapons. So it tells you when some factions are allowed bows, my one isn't. So javelins, nah, not allowed. So they suddenly became a close combat unit, so, which is a bit annoying, because I worked hard to find that peltast unit. I suppose I could still use it, but it just looks better, I think, with the hoplites. So anyway, there we go. So anyway, let's go over and see some of the battle. So first outing. Oh, there's that horrible chariot thing.
Yeah, they're nice. I like my chariot.
So he doesn't count as a creature, does it? It's just a special thing. I'm being technical now.
Well, he's got to start in the wood, isn't he, Alec? Mm-hmm. He's got to start in the wood.
No, they don't. Yeah, they can go inward, but they don't get cover, which I suppose not surprisingly, is it?
Yeah.
They stick out the bloody top, don't they? They stick out the top. We can't have cover. What am I looking at? Right then, so you got warriors, and that's a catapult artillery thingy.
The mobile one, it does move. Monster, Hearthguard.
Oh, you got the berserker Hearthguard. Have you hiding behind?
Yes, I'm going to try, but it's either have them as normal Hearthguard. The trouble with berserkers is
they go for good, don't they? Once
they can get shot to bits.
Yeah.
And they've got 4 attacks, as you know. So whatever they attack, they should destroy, assuming they survive your archery fight.
Yeah.
But or I could just have them as normal Hearthguard, which I'm tempted to do really, because I think berserkers are a bit suicide unit, aren't they?
They are, because they die, don't they? Pretty much straight away. And then you got warlords.
I'll keep them as berserkers just for a bit of fun. If you don't mind me having them.
Yeah, you go for it. No, you do whatever you like, mate. We're trying them out, aren't we? So we get 2 magic dice, don't we, to start with?
We do. And your first move, you only get 3 dice. So you get in front. I don't know whether you want to do this. So I get a SAGA dice for that.
He doesn't enjoy stands there.
For those, for him.
Yeah.
For the monster.
Yeah.
And for cloaks.
But you don't get it for
one
you.
for that. Or the berserkers.
Oh, really?
They've got perseverance. They move. Or the sorcerer.
Sorcerer does. The sorcerer no, doesn't. Yeah, I suppose the sorcerer doesn't. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I don't get one for the paladin.
You get. He's a paladin.
He's a paladin.
Oh, so you don't get one for that.
Don't get one for him. These are Hearthguard.
Oh, the Hearthguard. So you get 1, 2, 3.
So there's 2 there. 4, 5, 6,
Yeah, I
7.
don't have them as Hearthguard. Otherwise, you're going to have too many dice for me.
So I've got 7. So that's 4 dice, isn't it? Because it rounds up.
No, you start off with 3.
Oh, do I right, because I started the game. Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Only for the first move.
All right. Let's see what happens then.
Don't forget though, you can move extra as long as you move away from it.
Yeah.
Them for free.
Yeah.
Call that something else.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm messing with that.
All right then. Let's see what happens. So first roll. Oh, got a couple of unusuals.
Oh, that's a good start.
So what should we do with that? How far does your chariot go? L. So we're more than L apart now, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, they can't be within L of each other.
So there's going to be 2 activations to get him in.
Ah, well, unless I use, I shall tell you this.
You got special.
On orders, until the end of the turn, if I use this,
Yeah.
all my units increase their charge distance by S in open terrain.
Oh, right. Okay.
So in fact,
So we've
I
had
do have units that are within charge distance of you.
everything, yeah.
If I use that,
If you choose to use it, yeah.
I might not get a smiley face.
True.
But then again, I might.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 on the last defence, 2 rares there, and then I'm going to put 1. I'm going to buy 2 extra magic dice.
That's nasty.
Okay.
Okay.
And with that one, and then I think I'm going to.
And you're leaving them down there.
Yeah. And I'm going to roll to try and cast a spell with her.
So you've got to say what spell it is you're doing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try Elemental Barrier.
Yeah. You can roll.
I'm going to roll 2 dice.
You can roll all 4 if you want.
No, I'm just going to do 2 because I want to keep some back for another spell later on. So I've got those 2 there, which will allow me to do the medium one if I want, because that's irrelevant. Yeah, so I'm going to cast on these peltasts. So it counts as being in solid cover, even if they don't normally get it. All right. So that is my turn. Oh, I am going to move. I'm going to do. Sorry, just realised I've got an activation. I've got 3 activation, haven't I? So Commander is going to start moving over here.
You can do another spell. It's 4 dice. As many dice per move.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do another one just yet. So that's his free activation. And I think she...
So they've got a spell on them. If I put that on there...
Okay. She's got a spell on you. And I think that is going to be it. Yeah, that'll do. So that comes away.
Is that it?
That's it. I didn't have enough dice to activate anything, so...
You can move any as long as you're more than L away from me. You can.
That's true, but I'm not going to.
Maneuver. You don't want to.
Nope.
You're very defensive.
I know what your boys are going to be like. That's why.
Oh, I see.
I fought you before, Alec. I know what you're like.
I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, I know what you're like.
So I've got 7 dice.
7 dice. So we've got the warriors out here, cannon there. Chariot, and then
It's going to be interesting, isn't it?
It is. Well, they also trying to remember. Which spells did you go for? I forgot to ask. Which spells did you have, Alec? Which spells? Which spells?
I've got animal prowess,
Right.
transformation, and choking weeds.
So have you settled on that then? So you've got 2 up on fighters,
Yeah.
2 up on minions, 1 on for the Horde. So you're going for the big charge, and then rage, is it you got?
Yeah.
And me first. Okay. Right then, go on then. What are you doing? I have a funny feeling it's gonna. I am gonna throw those activation dice in. So I'm activating my extra armor.
So I'm going to do that.
So order, all right. So that gives you extra S on your charge. All right.
I just want to see what happens.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I might regret it because your armor's gone. So I will activate these.
The wargs. The creatures.
Which are draw creatures.
Okie dokie. So that was just one of their dice, wasn't it? Okay.
So I had to do it that way. I wanted to move her really in. Right.
All right.
So we've both got
Same, basically 5 dice each.
5 dice each.
So that's 10 in total, yeah? 2, 4, 6.
going to be using this me first. If your first activation turn is a charge,
Yeah.
I get another 4 dice.
Okay. Another 4 dice, right.
Are you using anything? Yeah.
I haven't got anything to use, so only the one I activate at the beginning of the turn.
And I'm also going to do gain 2 and more attack dice. You haven't got 12 attack dice, have you? I've got
No.
12.
Okay.
Throwing everything
So
in.
you're throwing the kitchen sink in on this one.
Why not?
Right, fair enough.
Right, now, you've got...
So it's cleared everything.
Now 5, haven't you?
I have.
And I've got an army of 4.
That charge long's quite powerful, isn't it?
Oh, I meant, sorry, can I put that on there? I'm going to change it. Be flexible.
Yeah, go on then.
I meant to say, it's because I've been not concentrated. This is all going to be, I'm going to use all my dice on one attack. Right, so.
Oh, so you're throwing that one in too? Oh my god.
That was the whole plan. Otherwise I wouldn't have done it.
Okay.
And what that means is that if the enemy armour is 5 or more, which it is,
Yeah.
I re-roll my attack dice with score 1s and 2s.
Oh, that's tricky. Right, okay.
I wouldn't have done it if I hadn't had all those dice to do it.
Yeah.
Probably the only time I do it all game because it's too expensive to do. I mean, that's cost me 5 dice to do it all game.
Yeah.
So you're not going to do it that often, are you?
Not really.
Right, so
Go on then.
I'm hitting you on 5s.
And I'm hitting you on 4s. So your 1s and 2s you re-roll. Oh, it's not so bad at the moment. Right. Just 2 at the moment. Oh, that was a bit better. Ow, that re-roll made a big difference.
Made a big difference. Now you roll your 10 on the
10.
4s, 5s and 6s.
4 by the look of it. 4 hits.
Right, then we save on 5s and 6s.
Yeah. And you got 6 on me, didn't you?
I've got 6 on the
2 saved.
Yeah.
So it's a net 4.
Yeah.
But you can,
I can take.
well, for the first one you can do a fatigue, the second one and the third one.
Yeah.
The 4th hit kills one of your,
Beasties. Yeah.
but and then the remainder, it's exhausted that unit. So he's got 3 fatigues. And
Well, they can take 4, can't they?
creatures died.
They can take 4. The creatures. Creatures can take 4, can't they?
Oh, they can. Oh, so put him back.
So yeah, you can.
Right. So you should have 4 fatigues on there.
So I should have 4 fatigues on the unit.
So it's exhausted, but he's still alive.
Yeah.
I saved 1, so you've got 3 on me. And obviously I failed to do anything.
So you just bounce off basically.
So all those dice didn't really work out.
No, in the end it didn't. The resilience of the beasties made a big difference, didn't they?
It was a bit risky. So we're both pretty fatigued there at the moment.
Both knackered basically, aren't we? Yeah, because we're imposing, aren't we? Both of us are imposing.
Right, I'm going to move this as part of manoeuvres.
Did you give me extra armour there, by the way? You did give me extra armour, didn't you? Yeah. You did upgrade my armour, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, so you're on 5.
Yeah, no, that's right. Okay. And that can move, can it?
That's not within L.
Oh, right, okay.
I can't go within L of you with a manoeuvre move.
Right, that was a manoeuvre move,
Yeah, that's a manoeuvre, yeah.
Fair enough.
These warriors are going to move.
Yeah. Okay. So the warriors are coming forward, so is the artillery.
And the monster is going to move.
Is that a follow me order or?
No, it was. I used it.
Oh, you used the dice, okay.
Right.
Alright.
He's going to tell them to we obey. They're going to move forward.
Okay. Yep. Hiding behind the Ent.
Yep. He's going to move forward himself a little bit for free. That's his activation.
Okay.
This lady's going to move forward
Yep.
to there. That's her activation.
Yep.
And she'll probably do a spell of some sort.
Alright.
What I'd like to have done really was to have had her there already, and I would have tried to cast a spell on those before I went in.
Yeah.
But to get that extra 4 dice, so that would be the very first activation I did.
I think you used everything, didn't you? You rolled everything in on everything, and you had to try it, and it nearly came off.
Nearly.
If I hadn't have got lucky with the activation, my dice to put the extra.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Yeah, I was pleased I did that.
Right, can't do that. So I can do a spell if I want.
Yep.
I'm going to do this choking weeds
Okay.
against that unit there.
Right. What's the criteria for that one?
It says choose a unit. Oh no, it's not. I can't do it. Within line of sight. Within S of an area of uneven terrain, which that is, isn't it?
Well, that's not, is it? Because that's my shrine. So
But doesn't that count as uneven?
no, it's impassable terrain. I think it would have to be that one or that one, which would count. Yeah, I think to do that tangle thing, you need to have actual. So you could do it on this one, and you could do it off that one. But I don't think. And how close do they have to be? How close do they have to be?
S.
S.
Well, anything within S, yeah. So that I could have done it on those if
could have done
she's in here and within L.
Yeah, when she isn't. Yeah, she'd have to be right up here, wouldn't she? Or he.
So that's me done then.
Okay.
Your turn.
My turns then. 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, blimey. Well, I got one rare at least.
You don't come up that often. You were very lucky last time.
I was. To get 2 off 3, that was... so I've still got 2 magic dice. So what do I want to do? Let's have a think what I'm doing. I've got 1 on champions, 1 on fighters, 2 on minions, 1 on banish evil, 1 on repel the shadows, 1 on inspiration, and that's it. So first of all then, I am going to do my free activation with my warlord, and he's going to come round to there. You will activate them to charge you. Yeah.
I mean, no doubt you will kill me there. I'm just hoping I'm going to knock a few rolls on the head as well.
There we go. So that's my free activation with my warrior and my follow me order out.
Yep, that shows is we obey.
Yeah, we obey.
So you've got 8 attack dice.
8 dice.
And I've got 10. But now, are you going to do anything on your saga board to give you any bonuses or not?
I am indeed. I'm going to use banish evil.
So we're both on factor. We're both got armour of 4 at the moment.
So it gives me 2 more dice.
Banish evil.
I gain 2 attack dice, or 4 if you had 10. If you had 12 attacks, but you don't.
So you're gaining 2 attack dice.
Yeah.
So that gives you now 10.
Yeah.
Are you going to use my fatigue? Don't forget you can do that by to reduce my armour or increase yours, but of course it means I've got an extra hit.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you've got...
I'm going to stick as it is because I want to try and wipe them out.
I think you will anyway. Well, 8 attack dice. No. Yeah.
No, I'm going to stick...
Not going to do any more.
I'm not going to do any more.
So I'm hitting you on 4s and you're hitting me on 4s.
Yeah. 1, 2, 4. 4.
I got 4 as well.
Okay.
We're saving on 5s and 6s.
5s and 6s, okay.
I've saved 1.
I've saved none.
So I lose, I take another fatigue because it's can have up to 4.
Yeah.
Which is one of those dice.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 are the 2.
So they're dead. And I lose.
Result, but it's just cost you casualties.
It's cost me 4 men doing it. That's fair enough. No big deal. They're only warriors, aren't they? Warriors carrying creatures. Right. So that's them. Then I'm going to do the activation on the creatures, which will be to remove one of the fatigues off that fella.
Yep.
I'm then going to do a free activation for the sorceress. There's my little thing gone. There it is. And she's going to move up behind there.
Right.
And is going to cast Laying Hands. Okay. She basically gives me the worst possible combination.
So on a 3 or more
with a D6, I remove 1 fatigue.
3 or more you move his fatigue.
Whoop. Yeah. And I do, so that's a fatigue off. Alright. So he's sort of backish. My other activation is to activate him. The chameleon. Chimera. He's going to take off. And he's going up and up and up.
I thought he might.
Yep.
Where's he going to land?
Back here somewhere, shouldn't it? So I have to be within...
Is it got to be within...
Can't be within L
Of anything.
of anything. So let me just put that there from him. Basically it's going to be about there, isn't it? There we go.
Right. Where'd that come from?
Just dropped out the sky over there. So he's landed all the way over there. And next up, my paladin is going to activate himself. And he's coming to there.
Can you go through?
I went round the gap. There's a gap there. I think that's fair enough, don't you?
Although you'll have to go straight. You'll have to go sort of like you can't bend.
Yeah. So he came from there, so he'll basically be there. And then he will use an activation to go in again to charge your man.
Okay. So you get a fatigue for doing that.
I do indeed.
And that gives you bonus dice, doesn't it?
He does.
Oh, you did it.
Which is why I did it, my friend. So,
Your lieutenant's got armour of 5.
yeah, so he has armour 5.
My monster's got armour of 4. I'm 4. You're 5.
Because I'm a paladin fighting a monster or a creature, I get aggression of 10.
Yeah. I get 14.
You do indeed.
Are you using anything on your side?
I am. I'm going to use Repel the Shadows. you gain 2 defense dice, or if you have more than, or 4 if you have 12. So it's 4 defense dice.
Wow. Very good. I'm going to use your fatigue to put me up to 5.
Fair enough. I can't do anything about that.
And that's it.
That is it. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Others on 5s.
I have 12, 14 dice. Oh no, there's defensive dice. Yeah. Six hits.
I've got 4.
2, 4, 6 it was.
I've got 4 on you. You've got 6 on me.
Yeah.
I saved 3.
So I get my extra 4 dice.
Hits.
And how many did you get on me?
I got
4.
4 hits on you, so you roll 8 dice.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 saves.
So you saved them all.
Saved them all basically, haven't I?
So you've got 3 on me.
Yeah.
I can. The first 2 I can discount because it's got
Resilience.
resilience 2.
Yeah.
So that counts for 1 dice.
Yeah.
And then the other one will take another dice. So I've got 2 lots of fatigue on them now.
Yeah.
And you bounce back because
And I bounce back because I didn't kill you. To M they go back or
S.
S? Okay. So I end up, what, 2 wounds on you basically, or 2 fatigues on you?
And we both gain a fatigue.
Gain the fatigue, precisely. Yeah. And then my final activation. Final activation is for the levy,
Right.
who are going to fire at those fellas.
6 dice.
6 dice, 2, 4, 6.
Hitting on 4s.
Yeah. 5 hits.
2 saved. 3 dead.
3 dead. Wow. So Alec's board. He's got 1 on Let the Blood Run, 1 on Prayers to the Old Gods, Endurance, and then Minions and Fighters. Okay. Do your worst then, Alec.
Oh, that's interesting. Bit risky.
Bring the...
They're not, are they? Okay. No, I'll stick to my original. Well, yeah, so you get 2 dice. Now, I just need to clarify something.
Yeah.
If you use both of those dice,
Yeah.
but actually only use them, one of them, because that's what you do,
Yeah.
you then can't roll that one again.
Exactly. It's gone. You choose to roll.
It's worth maybe doing that, so
You've got more chance of getting better use of them. And also some of these you need, like this one, laying of the hands. I need 2 of different dice, so I could roll multiple to try and get most, results.
Okay, I'm happy with that. Right, what am I doing? Right, he is going to rest my monster.
Yeah.
And then my monster
Yeah.
is going to charge.
Okay. Charge who? He's going to change my paladin. Okay. Nothing I can do about it.
Well,
So round 2.
there is actually. You could cancel my activation because I've got 2 fatigues.
Yeah, no. I'm going to bother.
I'm not going to bother.
He's doing his job. He's doing his job. That's what he's there to do, is to kill baddies.
Right. So I've got 14
And I get 10 again.
No, you don't, because you're not. You've got to be when you attack.
No, I think it's
Oh, is it all the time?
any time I'm fighting baddies, I think, basically.
No, I think you're probably right. I'm thinking of my chariot.
Yeah, your chariot has to charge. I don't think my boy does. He just has to fight creatures or monsters. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
So you got 10. Oh dear. Alright. Yes, you could destroy me here.
So I'm a 5 and you're a 4, aren't you, for armour? Have you got any, are you using any effects? You can't actually, can you? Because they can't use the combat dice. They can't use the boards, monsters.
Well, I can't use anything on the board for a monster anyway.
No, exactly. So it's whether or not...
It's a straight fight, isn't it? I'm hitting you on fight. I can't even use your saga dice, can I?
Nope.
Right, so I'm hitting you on 5s, you're hitting me on 4s.
Yeah. Oh. A lot. 8. No, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8, 7.
7?
7 hits.
I've got 5 on you. So you've got to save 5, I've got to save 7.
Yeah.
After you.
3 saved.
No.
Oh, 4, 5s and 6s. 3s. 2 saved, sorry.
I saved 1 only. So that I take 1, 2 lot, I'm dead.
Yeah.
So are you, I think.
No, because I get resilience 2.
Resilience 1 only, isn't it?
No, if I'm fighting creatures, it goes up to 2. That's their job. So I take that one away from there. So I actually just get 1 fatigue.
You had 3.
Because I had 3. Resilience 2 takes 2 of them away.
Yes.
And so it's still 1 though, isn't it? So it's still killed. Yeah, it is. Sorry, you're right. Yeah. Well, he did his job.
Where's he gone then?
He's dead, isn't he?
No, you said he's got resilience.
He's got resilience 2.
Yeah, so it's got to be 2 hits for every resilience.
Oh right, sorry. I'm doing myself out of it.
On this, your paladin seems very good.
He's very good.
Let's see what they say.
I lose 2 Hearthguard to get him, but
resilience 2 against creatures. My God, that's powerful. So you've got 3 hits.
so I got 3 hits on me.
2 resilience 2 is 1 fatigue.
Yeah,
That gets rid of 2 of my attacks.
yeah,
But the third one, you've still got to use resilience because it is a hit.
yes. So I'm actually on 3,
You're actually on 3.
which means I'm exhausted, doesn't it?
Yes, you are.
Because they don't think he gets anything special. He's not inspirational, is he? I don't know. So no, they don't get any extra thingy, so he's exhausted basically.
Right, me to go then. I'm going to move a unit of warriors. I can only go.
Yeah.
They can go sort of there.
Which of those? That was one of those, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Warriors coming forward over here. Trying to get away from the scourge behind them.
I'm going to.
Still out of range.
I'm going to move my thing here
Yeah.
to that there.
Oh, he's a war machine, isn't he? Is that one? Yeah.
Can't shoot it, unfortunately.
No.
He's done we obey because he rested my monster.
He did, yeah. Good old Odysseus took down his...
I'm going to do this, activate, let the blood run, activate 2 units to charge.
Okay.
neither of them must have more than a fatigue.
Right.
So let's do this one.
Do your worst. Okay. Yeah, of course you do.
I don't have any option really. Got to get stuck in there. Because I'm charging, I get 8 attacks.
Yep. I've only got 4 left, so I get 4.
Have you not got a fatigue with it? It must have.
I must have 1, mustn't I? Because he was in the combat. So, yeah, sorry, I didn't put it on.
Right. You've got 4, I've got 8. We're both. I've got armour 5, you've got armour 4.
What's your resilience on that thing? How tough is it, resilience-wise? Is it 1 or 2?
Resilience 1 I've got. Yeah,
Well, I'm going to lose something there, aren't I? So I'm going to lose.
Javelins.
Don't you say?
Not that I'm.
Okay.
So that's it.
Within.
I'll use your fatigue to drop your armour to 3.
Okay. Fair enough. Nothing I can do about that.
So I'm hitting you on 3s.
Yeah.
And you're hitting me on 5s.
Yeah. 2.
Lucky I did that, isn't it? Look, I've got 3 more hits with that. 4 more hits with it by reducing your. I've got 7 hits on you.
7. I got 2 on you.
2 on me. I saved 1, so I've taken a fatigue.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm needing 5.
4s because you did that spell.
That's true, I did. You're quite right. 4s. Thank you for reminding me. Just 2 out of all that.
How'd you get away with that? Well, it's like using that bloody spell.
That spell did it,
Well, there's
didn't
only
it?
1 more actually, as happened.
Yeah, actually it was, wasn't it?
So you have to go back S.
I go back S, but I have lost the Saga dice.
You have, which is what I was trying to do.
Yeah, I assume so.
We both take a fatigue.
We do indeed, so that's a second fatigue for you, isn't it? Because you got 1 from the resilience,
Yeah, so I've got 2.
so you should have 2. Okay.
And you've got 1 fatigue.
So I got 1 back from that fatigue. Yeah. That was a bit of luck. That spell worked again.
The second unit I'm going to charge is these.
Oh, you're going to double activate them, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to have to. I've got to get in. You're going to shoot me to bits if I don't.
Okay. So you get fatigue on them as they come in.
Yeah.
For the second activation. Nothing I can do about it, so I can't. No point slowing you down because you'd still get in.
Still get in.
So
Right, I'm going to use this melee discard. Oh no, it's the wrong one. I should have used it over there. Never mind. No, I won't do that. So I've got 5 attack dice.
okay, and I've got 6, haven't I? Is it 1 per 1 or 1 per?
It's
1 per 3, so it's just 4 dice.
4 dice.
Yeah. I'm a armour 3.
Yeah, 4.
I am going to take your fatigue to push my armour up to 4.
So we're both 4s.
Yeah. Can't close ranks, can I? So no.
What's it?
3.
4 on you.
3 on you.
3 on me. So I've got 3 to save. You've got 4 to save. I didn't save any.
I saved 1. I lose 3 as well.
Which is a Saga dice as well. And I've got to go back S.
You do. You get a fatigue for the melee.
Oh dear, not good.
That didn't work quite as you intended, did it?
No, it didn't. So I'm coming out of here now.
How you doing in chat?
It's It's going all right.
Yes, he's winning at the moment.
At the moment, it's the crucial bit.
The monster dead.
No, he flew over there. Ah,
Both right.
the sorcerer's come out, has he?
Activation. Activated him.
Yeah.
Didn't we obey? No, that's me done.
Okay.
We'll go.
My turn. Right. So I can leave that one on, can't I? But I am down to 6 dice, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. Because I just lost 1 warrior unit of dice. Nothing rare this time. Cool.
No rares.
3 and 3. Okay, let's have a think. Right, so I'm going to put 1 on fighters, 2 on minions, 1 on magic bonus, 1 on repel the shadows, 1 on stay on inspiration from last turn, and 1 on shield of bravery. Okay, so I'm going to get the sequence right here. So I've taken 2 extra magic dice with that. First up, my sorceress. She is going to first of all try and lay hands on the Minotaurs again. On the Minotaurs. So 2 dice. So I rolled the middle one. So I automatically remove 1 fatigue. And if I can roll a 6, I get the other one. No. So that's her. And then she's also then going to do a second spell using the other 2 dice. I didn't bring the spell I was thinking I was going to bring. Never mind. I am going to cast blinding on your sorcerer. So I have middle one if I want it. So it's what I do. So I'm gonna. His activation is cancelled on a 4 or more.
Is that a round thing? Or is that
It's that one, which is the middle one.
Yeah. Right. So if I activate it and I roll a 4 or more, it's cancelled.
It's cancelled. All right.
Yep.
So that's my sorcerer finished. Then I am going to activate the Minotaurs themselves. They're going to charge your chariot. Yeah?
Yep.
So
I've got 4 attack dice.
is that what you get? 4 attack. And I get 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. I can't use anything on the board from them, can I?
I've got fatigue.
Yeah, you must have a couple of fatigues, haven't you? You got 2 fatigues? I'm going to take. How many resilience? It's 1, isn't it?
Resilience 1.
Do you know what? I'm going to let it ride. Yeah, I want to kill it.
Have you got any on?
I got 1.
I'm going to use this layers to the old god. Where's the old god? Discard up to 4 attack dice.
Yeah.
Turn them into defense dice.
Okay.
So I'm not attacking you at all.
So prayers to the old god you used. Okay. So I'm needing 5s. Is your armour that high? Wow. Blimey. 3.
3 hits.
Yeah.
3 hits. I've got 4 defense dice.
Yeah.
3 hits on them, didn't you?
I did.
Only saved 1.
I only saved 1. Oh dear.
So it's a 1. It's dead.
It's dead.
It's enough.
Yeah.
Which means she will take a fatigue.
She will.
He will take.
He will take a fatigue.
That was bad dice roll for me.
That was pretty rubbish dice roll because you used the right counter, didn't
7
you?
dice.
Yeah.
You'd have thought you'd get at least 2, maybe 3.
Yeah. I didn't dice particularly fantastically. You just was terrible. Ah,
The dice aren't with me today.
the dice gods were not with you there. That is for sure. I could have re-rolled again. I keep. Oh, you're within range, so I couldn't. Okay, so that was the activation there. Then I'm going to activate Beastie over the back there.
And you've got a fatigue there, incidentally.
Yeah, I'll get another one, don't I? Yeah. So Beastie over there.
That's what I'm going to move to.
He's going to fly. And he's going to do his breath attack on your.
What is it? Breath attack.
It is 4 dice.
It's like a javelin. It's the range of M, is it? Or
Yeah.
is it L?
M.
M.
Yeah, the range for firing is M. So, what's your armour?
I'm going to use this shooting reaction.
Okay.
So your unit counts as being in solid cover during the shooting attack, even if it cannot normally benefit from cover.
Okay. So you count as being cover. Ooh. What is your armour on that thing?
So my armour goes up 1, doesn't it? And I save on...
You save on 4s.
Yeah. So it's hitting me on 5s, then.
Okay, so I'm hitting you on 5s, okay. Not 1. Nothing at all.
Good.
Alright, well in that case I'll do a second activation with him and he'll go in and try and eat you.
So he gets a fatigue, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does indeed.
And he's going to do it again.
He is.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you're going to attack him?
yeah, he's going straight in. It was only the prelude. I was just cooking him first before I went in for the kill.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Well, I've got 2 attack dice.
10.
I've got an armour of 4. What have you got? Flyer, is it 4?
It is 4, I believe. Yeah, 4.
4. It's 4.
4 against 4. Alright. Do you want to use my fatigue?
Yes. I shall put my armour up to 5.
Okay. Okay.
I've got 2 hits on you.
2. 6 on you.
Bloody hell. Why can
Yeah.
I roll like that?
Sorry about that, but it was 6
No, you're
hits.
not.
No, not at all.
I've got 2 on you.
Okay.
So I've got 5. 1, 2, 3,
I saved.
4. It's got 3 resilience.
Yeah, it does. I saved one but lost one, so it's another fatigue. So I'm on 3 fatigues now. So one for the resilience, one for the second for the melee. These guys will take fatigue for. They will indeed. And then what else? I think then it's just my free activations, isn't it? So I will. When they're exhausted, they can still move, can't they? No, they can't move. Okay.
Got to rest.
Okay. So he will use his free one to take one of the doodars off. It's in the wrong place now. This guy will move round. Could do a wee obey on the Minotaurs and get them to charge in again, couldn't I? On your sorcerer. And that's going to leave the Minotaurs in a bit of a... Minotaurs... Imposing. Yeah, I'm going to do a wee obey on the Minotaurs to charge your...
So they're charging in.
Yeah.
Alright.
So they get another fatigue for a secondary charge. As you once told me in this game, when you've got somebody on the ropes, go for the kill.
Go for the kill.
Actually, no.
So
you've got 10 again?
Yeah.
I've got 2.
Yeah.
My armour is 3.
Yeah.
And you're 4.
And 4. Three. I've got a load of fatigues if you want to use them.
I'm going to have to survive, aren't I? I don't think I've got any option. So I shall use your first fatigue to up my armour to 4.
Yeah.
Do you want to use mine?
Yes, I'll drop it back down again, I guess.
Down to 3.
Yeah.
I shall use your next 2 fatigue to put me up to 5.
Okay.
Got no option, have I? Really?
No, not really.
I'm going to die.
So, 10 dice needing 5s versus 2 dice needing 4s. Oh, you got both of them, haven't you? Was I 5s? 1, 2, 3.
3. So I've got to save 3. I saved 1. So you've got 2 hits, which is 2 lots of fatigue.
I saved 1 of mine.
That's a fatigue.
So it's a fatigue.
We both get another one for after a melee.
We do indeed.
Which means you have to go back because you didn't beat me.
Yep.
Go back S. That's it. That's the way, yeah.
Yep. There we go. Sadly, the Minotaurs couldn't repeat there.
I only survived because I put your armour on.
Yeah, because you took all the armour away. Took me your armour.
Are you done or not?
I am now, yeah.
Well and truly. What have you got left on there?
I've got Repel the Shadows, Inspiration, and Shield of Bravery. That's what I've got left.
Blimey. Well, I've only got 1, 2, I've got 3 dice.
3 dice left, okay.
Definitely on the ropes. Definitely. 6.
You got 1 rare though.
Too little, too late.
There's a bit, isn't it?
I've got to see if, in fact.
So you're going to rest her, okay.
But you've got a spell on me.
I have, so a 4 or more. Got it. So she fails to activate.
So that's his.
That's his, yeah, basically it wastes his go.
I can use my own activation now to rest them.
No, because she can't then activate at all. Activation is cancelled. Oh, I don't know, that's a good point.
Just cancel one activation.
Oh no, each time it tries to activate, so...
Each time?
So if she then tries to do, that's what it says, until the start of your next turn, that unit rolls a dice each time it activates. So his attempt...
What is it?
It's blinding.
Blinding, right.
Yeah.
Each time it activates.
So she might do it on her own, or his own.
So I'm going to have to try and do it again.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So just sits there.
Sits there. Unless I keep doing it, I just keep sticking the use all my dice.
Yeah, it's up to you, really.
I'm going to rest. That's a real shame. I've really got me there.
Yeah, I have really.
But I'm going to rest them.
Yeah, you'll
I'll tell you what I'll do before.
Yeah.
Because he's got a smiley face.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll an extra dice.
Oh.
Doesn't make that much difference. I can have one more go.
Yeah.
At resting.
Okay.
Wait a minute, he's going to go in there.
Yes.
I've got a rest, which they've done.
Yeah.
I need 1 to go in there, and I'm going to need 1 more to do something. So I'm going to try once more.
Okay. No, I don't believe it. Finally, you're throwing high, and it wasn't when you needed it. 3 goes. Bloody hell.
Right, so they're now going to charge it.
Okay. So you rested them, then they charged. So that was...
Rest them and charge them.
Okay. There's nothing much I can do about that.
Yeah.
So the berserkers are going after me beastie.
I've got 8 attacks and you've got 8.
I've got 10.
My big mistake at the start of the game is I put my sorcerer.
Your sorcerer hasn't really had a
So
part.
I thought that would count as... Because you had all your men round there, I thought, well, I could do a lot of damage
Yeah.
with my spells.
Yeah,
But had I realised, I should have had her over here for that one.
yeah.
That was my first mistake. The second mistake was having a blooming machine that didn't do anything.
I think also you went all in on the attack and you just didn't get any luck, did you? I mean, if that had won...
Right, anyway, so
Never mind.
I'm 5, you're still 4.
I'm still 4, yeah.
I've got 8 attack dice, you've got
10.
That's it.
Yeah. Not using any of my... Okay.
Oh, look at that, look.
Oh my goodness, your dice has just been awful. And I'm afraid, conversely, look at that. 2, 4, 6, 7 hits.
7.
Sorry. You saved a few though.
3. No, I still lose 4, they're wiped out.
Still wiped out. And how many did you get on me?
2.
2. So their resilience goes up to... Basically, he's exhausted, that's it.
Big deal. Right, he's going to charge in here.
Okay.
I've got to do something.
You do indeed. You've got to get some luck somewhere. Try and get...
I've got 8 attack dice.
I only get 5 this time because I'm not fighting a beastie. Okay.
Both armour of 5.
I'm going to use something from my battle board.
Go on then.
So we're both 5s, aren't we? So I'm going to use Shield of Bravery, which gives me 3 defense dice.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to use Repel the Shadow, which gives me 2 more dice,
Yeah.
defense dice.
2 more defence dice.
Yeah,
So I'm not going to kill you, am
that's the theory, that's the plan. So with 5v5, I've got 5 attacks and 5 defense.
I? Do I use your fatigue? With 5 defence.
Going in on poor old Odysseus there.
I'm only hitting you on 5s at the moment. No, leave it as it is.
Leave it as is, okie dokie.
1 hit.
I got 1 on
Story
you.
of my life today.
1 on 1. 1.
I didn't save it, so I'll take a fatigue.
I saved mine.
Coming back here, winter.
So we get another fatigue for the combat. I'm back up to exhausted again.
Well, I've got this 1 dice left. Look, I'll try and rest her again.
Okay.
Might as well. Maybe throw that.
No. Yeah, no. 4 times.
Give it a game. All over. I can't do anything.
I think it is finished, isn't it?
Bad news that was.
You had no luck at
No
all.
luck, but I also put her in the wrong place.
She was in the wrong place, and I think your bombard was
I just
pointless.
didn't realise. I thought any terrain, you see.
Yeah, because I think these aren't really terrain, are they? Because they're the shrines.
It's like a. Yeah, well, it's a terrain piece. But
It's a blocker.
not uneven. It's
No. So it needed to be a wood or a rough ground or yeah.
You know, I should have realised that. Because that was quite crucial.
So it was an absolute cracker of a game from my point of view. Anyway, poor old Alec had no luck whatsoever, and it started virtually from straight away. I was very rusty, so I had to be reminded a lot of rules. But Alec's very experienced. But I seemed to just get the jump on him in every phase. So I was very fortunate. I got this last defense dice. For the first turn I only rolled 3 dice, and I managed to get 2 specials, which gave me this last defense, which I basically played, as you saw, very, very defensively for the first turn, because I knew I was going to be outnumbered. And I knew it'd come at me hard, because the Horde army has this extra long charge option, which indeed he did use. But by using the last defense, it gave every one of my units an extra armor for the rest of until my next turn, and that made a huge difference. So when he charged on the Minotaur, with a little bit of not fantastic rolling on his part and reasonable rolling on my part, with that extra armor, I actually beat him, and he was always on the downside from there. He was always behind the curveball. Similarly, I think I used my sorceress much more effectively than he did his magician. Magician? It sounds wrong. Magician sounds like, TV magician. And Alec quite rightly was honest about it and said he put it in the wrong place. But that was mainly because he thought he would be able to use the entanglement spell on my shrine bit of terrain, because you put out these pieces of terrain that initially, which are your shrines or your sacred grounds, whatever your faction uses. Mine uses a shrine, but when we check the rules, it actually says that it had to be sort of like a broken ground, whereas the shrines are completely impassable. Well, the special features for the armies are completely impassable, so clearly the spell entanglement doesn't work on them. So he had his sorcerer in the wrong place. Couldn't really take advantage of that pretty powerful spell. And then when he did try and move the sorcerer forward, and he was going to turn him into he has a spell that allows him to turn it into a creature or even a monster, and he was going to use that spell. But my sorceress managed to cast that spell, which stopped him activated, and he tried 4 times, and he failed on all 4 occasions, rolling more than 4 or 4 or more on the dice, which was just ridiculously bad luck. So poor old Alec had a bit of a hard time of it. I think man of the match for me was probably my sorceress, actually. I think she kept everything together really well out on that flank. Taking the laying hands spell was very powerful. Twice managed to get the Minotaurs back into action, and that was really pokey, very useful. And then so that spell at the end which stopped his oh blimey, that's not my stomach, that's the dishwasher going. Yeah, the final spell there which silenced his spellcaster was just awesome. So I think she definitely had also I think I up armored the Peltas at one point as well, which also had a big effect. So I think the sorceress had a good thing. The Scourge, the Chimera, it's a novelty thing, the fact it managed to launch itself from one end of the board. From I kept it at the back, I kept it hidden behind my temple thing, and then landed it right at the back, and then tried to gobble up his bombard thing, which incidentally was a waste of points. I don't, again, we talked about it afterwards. I think the Horde army is an attacking army, taking lots of missile troops, which he had a bombard thing, he had the archers, and really it's a get in and kill people kind of army. And I think Alec admits himself, he probably would have been better spent using the bombard points on something else. Maybe even some more warriors would have been absolutely fine, or another unit of creatures. He could have more than one unit of creatures, and he actually only had one. So another unit of fast moving creatures would have been very powerful. But that chariot was a nightmare. The Ent was pretty powerful as well. So it was a nice little army, just had no luck whatsoever. Whereas I think conversely, my paladin, I managed to get him in on the Ent, which is kind of what he's there for. That's his job, to go around killing creatures and monsters, and that's what he did. I think my Minotaurs had a great game. As I say, the Centaurs had a good game. The Archers, actually, for all the fact I didn't really like the models, annihilated that warrior unit on the flank, and then actually managed to stand it quite well in hand to hand. So fool me, maybe I'll hold on to them. So anyway, overall impressions of the game, absolutely really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great game. I mean, in terms of the rule system rather than anything else. My fear about Magic being overly powerful, nope, not at all. I thought it was really good support. It just has that little bit of nuance. And I know Alec had no luck whatsoever, and the game finished fairly rapidly. But even so, I think 8 points didn't take long to play. And so I think it's quite a speedy game. The boards are very interesting. You've got to, like all the Saga games, you've got to really look at your board and find out what your strengths are. When we looked at the Horde board, it's if you look at the Horde board, it's largely attack related, melee related. There's some very powerful ones here, but they're mostly for going in and killing things. So shooting isn't really that powerful. Conversely, my board, there's a melee one there. There's this is a melee or shooting one, activation one, orders, melee or shooting, orders, activation, orders, reaction. So a real good mixture of things. Nothing particularly powerful, but actually all fairly good. And you needed a mixture of missile troops and close formation troops, I think, to get the benefit out of this board. But anyway, overall, my first foray into Age of Magic, fantastic. Big thumbs up from me. Really enjoyed it. Sure, we got some things wrong, but it was good fun to play. And I feel sorry for poor old Alec. Sorry, mate. You'll get me one day. Not this time, though. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And in the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun, and I'll see you again soon. This is Gamer Dom, signing out.